When your heart trembles and your thoughts race, it feels like silence has left. You breathe, but peace hides behind every worry. Yet even here, in the midnight storm, God is near. Let this prayer walk you through the shadows, until His light steadies your breath again. The night grows heavy, and your mind will not rest. Every whisper of thought becomes a wave, and peace feels far away. You stare into the dark, wondering if God still hears you. But even in this trembling, He leans close. You are not lost, only longing. Let your heartbeat remember. You are seen. Fear speaks in echoes. What if? Not enough, never ending. But God's voice breaks through, gentle and sure. He calls you by name, not by your worry. Even now, light begins to move from left to right, a sign He has entered your storm. Breathe. You are not alone. Anxiety is not your identity. It is the fog that passes before dawn. God's promise stands like the horizon, unseen, yet certain. You cannot see the end, but He can. And tonight, your only task is to stay near His voice. Peace is not the absence of noise, it is His nearness. The waves rise again, louder this time. You try to pray, but words drown beneath emotion. Still, the Spirit groans for you with sighs too deep for language. Let silence speak what you cannot. Even your tears are prayers God understands. In surrender, strength is born. You do not need to control the night. Let it be what it is. A moment for trust, each breath an act of faith. Each sigh, a seed of surrender. The weight in your chest begins to lift, not by effort, but by grace. God carries what you cannot name. The noise of fear begins to thin. You see faint light tracing the edge of the horizon. It is not morning yet, but hope has entered the room. Peace whispers through the cracks. You are still trembling, but no longer alone. God's hand rests gently, steadying, unseen, unshakable. Let the tears fall. They are not weakness, they are release. God bottles every drop, knowing each by reason. Your weeping becomes worship when you give it back to Him. Through every tear, light refracts, shaping your pain into prayer. You are being remade, even in the breaking. Say it aloud. God, I am afraid. The moment you name it, fear loses power. For the one who formed your breath can calm your mind. He has never turned away from honesty. Your cry is not too loud for heaven. Even now, His peace begins to breathe through your confession. Let every anxious thought rise. Then release it. You do not have to fight the tide, just let it move through your open hands. God stands on the shore, waiting. What you release, He redeems. And what you trust to Him, He transforms. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, present your requests to God. Philippians 4:6-7. This is not a command to perform, it is an invitation to rest. Anxiety bends under the weight of His peace. You are being restored by every verse. Jesus says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you." John 14:27. Not a fragile peace, but one forged in heaven. Let His words settle in your breathing. Inhale grace, exhale fear. His voice stills the storm you thought would never end. In this moment, remember, cast all your cares on Him, for He cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Your worries were never meant to be carried alone. God is the keeper of your soul, the anchor in every wind. Rest your heart in his hands. The silence feels different now. Not empty, but full. Your breath slows. Your shoulders release their tension. God is near. You do not need to see him to feel his peace. Every corner of your mind begins to glow with soft gold, light moving gently, healing quietly. Peace is not found by searching. It finds you in surrender. Every thought that once chased fear now bends towards stillness. The storm hasn't vanished, it has bowed. God is still God, and you are still held. The night has not ended, but the darkness no longer rules. A soft dawn glows beyond the window of your soul. You feel his presence, steady, unhurried. You realize nothing has changed around you, yet everything within you is calm. Now rise within. This peace is not fragile, it is armor. God clothes you in quiet courage. Every breath is a shield, every verse a sword of light. You stand not by strength, but by trust. The ground beneath your feet is faith itself. Even when the next wave comes, it cannot undo this stillness. You have learned where to stand, not in yourself, but in him. His love surrounds you like gold upon the horizon. You are unshaken because he is unchanging. This is not the end of fear. It is the start of faith. Anxiety may knock again, but it no longer has the key. Your soul knows the door. It opens only to God's peace. And every time you return here, he meets you. The room is quiet. Your heart is steady. God's light fills the space where panic once lived. You are not striving, you are resting. Stillness is not the absence of thought. It is the awareness of presence. Even when you tremble, you are still held. Even when shadows whisper, your light remains. Even when fear returns, your peace endures. Even when my heart forgets, your love remembers. I rest in that truth now. This is still held, where fear fades and faith stands still.